The penultimate pool match of Rugby World Cup 2019 sees Wales face Uruguay at Kumamoto Stadium on the Japanese island of Kyushu. We're located among forested hills, rolling parkland and rich agricultural fields with perfect conditions for this afternoon's final Pool D matchup. 23 degrees, small breeze. This venue, capacity of 30,000. They've hosted one previous fixture in this tournament. Spectators enjoying the narrow French victory over Tonga last weekend. Wales travelling thick with their crew for the United Kingdom. We saw Ireland yesterday flood through, and the local fans as well supporting. And now we go to the coin toss with Angus Gardner, our referee for today.
Well, it is hard to believe that a typhoon has gone through. It is still and calm. It is a beautiful autumn evening here in Kumamoto. Uruguay have won the toss. Captain Juan Gaminara, not the tallest fella, right? Only 1.7 meters tall as a forward, is really short. Does weigh in at 90 kilograms, so quite stocky and strong. He's won the toss. Well, a couple of final words there from Captain Juan Gaminara. It will be about soaking up early pressure for the Uruguayans. Wales, as much as they've made 13 changes to their team, they are a formidable outfit. They've been in great form, and for the second time, they could well go through the pool stages without losing a game. What a feat it would be for this Uruguayan team if they were to knock over the more fancied Welsh. Wales, on the other hand, well, they'll be counting some of those injuries. They'll be feeling those bruises. They'll be wanting to come through this game without any scars or further troubles. But most importantly, they'll want to come out on top, and they'll want to come out with a win. It'll be about executing against a team that have made a lot of tackles this tournament and who have been courageous and gutsy at all times.
This Welsh side, 4 frontline players featured at this event 4 years ago, and Uruguay, they're a very experienced team. Juan Gaminara is one of 7 starters that played in 2015. They will rely on that experience of those sides as their fans look on.
Yeah, you've mentioned the experience. 687 caps in the starting lineup of this Uruguayan side. Only, and I say only, but only 440 in that of their Welsh opposition. Having said all that, the forwards of the Welsh weigh 73 kilograms more than the Uruguayan counterparts. That's almost another whole forward.
Will that come into play in just a moment as the final nerves settle for these two sides, and a last moment for Uruguay to play on the big stage. The final Pool D match of Rugby World Cup 2019, with Wales looking to maintain their unbeaten record as they faced Uruguay here at Kumamoto Stadium in southwest Japan. For the first time in his 69 Test career, Justin Tipperick captains Wales, stepping in for Alan Wynne-Jones, who is rested today. Uruguay have never won more than 1 match at a Rugby World Cup and will be eager to change that stat against the Welsh. For Wales to top this pool ahead of Australia, they need 2 points from this fixture, which could take 3 forms: a win, a draw, or a loss, but scoring 4 tries and losing within 7 points. And for Uruguay, a win could mean automatic qualification for Rugby World Cup 2023. It's a stunning scene, a brilliant venue. All readiness for our penultimate pool match, the 29 edition.
Causing widespread damage, flooding, and sadly, loss of life. As a reflection of the rugby family's solidarity with the people of Japan and all impacted by the typhoon, we will now observe a moment of silence. 最大の被害を大幅な被害を Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthems of Uruguay and Wales.
A moment's silence for those loved ones lost this weekend from the devastating typhoon. One final moment to soak it in. Another beautiful anthem from Wales. Warren Gatland steered Wales to fourth at Rugby World Cup 2011 against the Argentine former flanker Esteban Meneses, been with the South American side since 2015. There is Gatland, responsible for their first ever #1 ranking in the world this year.
While Andres Velaseca, Juan Manuel Gamenar, Alejandro Nieto, Gaston Mires and Philippe Pachesi all started against Wales 4 years ago in the Rugby World Cup. They are part of 9 changes to the starting lineup of this Uruguayan side, hoping to cause an upset against the more fancied Wales this evening. Wales, on the other hand, battered and bruised from that encounter against Fiji, have made 13 changes. First-time captain in Justin Timerick. And the only 2 surviving players from last week's game, Josh Adams and Hadley Parks, And that man there, Reece Patchell, has been very impressive every time he's got a chance to get on the park and do his thing. Lee Halfpenny earns cap number 84 at the back.
It's first Rugby World Cup experience for Agnes Gardner, who hails from Sydney, Australia. The city of Kumamoto welcomes the final Pool D match between Wales and Uruguay. From southwest Japan, it's Uruguay on the left of your screen that receives this. I'm Dallin Stafford, joined by former Springbok and World Cup winner Joel Stransky. Santiago Gomez-Cora on the sideline for us. Santiago Arata puts his box kick up. Big contest and great aerial jump there from fullback Lee Halfpenny. He's in the black scrum cap as Patchell sets off his charges on the left-hand side. Good early balls, they move it across field. And Beardo, and almost saw half gap there. Callum Amos in a bit of space.
Oh, he just left it behind, didn't he? Good start from Wales. Great take from Lee Halfpenny. The up and under, the box kick was pretty decent one. It's Uruguay playing with a slight tail breeze at the moment. And the up and under, good one. Halfpenny claimed it beautifully out there. Look at this, brave, courageous, eyes on the ball. Great lesson for the youngsters out there.
Gap on the bind.
And then Amos just left this one behind. Seemed to be in the half gap and the ball just slipped out.
First look at this Uruguayan scrum. You mentioned the pack difference.
73 kilograms in weight. That's almost another player.
Set.
They do well, though, at the back. They send the hard-running Andres Villaseca into the contact. Charging forward through Ignacio Dotti. Plays in New Orleans in America.
Wait in front.
One of 11 players in Major League Rugby. Halfpenny, another good take. He didn't have to jump this time. Brought down.
Leave it 13.
Getting involved there was Juan Manuel Cut. Patchell goes to the right-hand side. Quick hands. There's space here for Shingler. Aaron Shingler. Brought down on the far side. Quick ball from Davis. Halfpenny in the line. There is space here, so they flick it over the top. Bradley Davis. Oh, great skill, Davis! Oh no, just dropped it. Just gave him the compliment. He says, no, thank you.
Oh, Juan Manuel Cat got back to make the tackle. Super tackle it was on the big fella. Brilliant run, Bradley Davis.
13.
Strong and skillful.
Yeah, you were on the ball, then you went off. Make sure you leave it straight away, okay?
Well, Angus Gardner just having a word with
on,
that man there. It's a super tackle from Juan Manuel Cat. He's only 83 kilograms. He's probably the smallest number 13 at Rugby World Cup. But he's got back there to make an important tackle on that fella.
Boys, excellent
about
last
3
scrum.
times
That was
his
the
size.
standard. Same again, please.
Yeah, the temperature and the humidity is perfect here. We have an amazing ground to play, and Uruguay started in a tidy way to play, and they need to keep the possession the first 10 minutes.
That's very true. Santiago Gomez-Cora as Villaseca goes on another beautiful run. The inside centre, 28-year-old, puts his team on the front foot as they go over the halfway line. Good skill from the Uruguayans. Arara moves it away.
Okay, tackle
Into help out there is Alejandro Nieto, driving those legs of his. They've knocked it on though, so Shingler has it for Wales. Now they shift it across. Beard getting involved there too. The Welsh take possession now over the halfway line. Again, they go through Aaron Shingler, the man from Scarlets, 32-year-old. Patchell attacks the line, looking for support runners. Finally comes in the form of Owen Watkin, one of the youngsters in the team at 22 years of age. Back to the other side. Wales moving the ball very early here. Adam Beard again. Not the best pass coming there from Dylan Lewis, so they clean it up. It's still available. The dummy's thrown space here. One of the danger men in the team, Josh Adams. Tipperick on the outside. Skips free. Justin Tipperick, the no-look back inside. Davis is there. Adams wanted it. Tipper again at 9. The Welsh attack. The wave continues. There's space to operate. Beard is skipped, but Shingler's there. It's a loose trio, combining well. And now they go to Amos. Amos gets the offload away! Wainwright.
Well, that little look tells the story, doesn't it? Warren Gatland realised there was so much good in that build-up.
Come blue.
Some real excellent play, real clever, smart play, keeping the ball alive well. A couple of good dummies, some strong running, and finally just the last pass not going to hand. It's a brilliant little run down the outside here.
On the bind, both.
And a nice little inside ball.
Just work,
Oh,
don't
he
shut
was
it for me.
ranging up there, Josh Adams. He's got a way of
One.
sniffing out the tries. 7 this year already for at Rugby World Cup. Thought he was in for another.
Crouch.
Wales very impressive in the way they've moved the ball around so far.
Set. Yep. Come across a bit.
Uruguay, they pride themselves at scrum time. South Americans, Sanguinetti, Kessler and Arbello. Arbello is fairly new to the team, at the other two. 40 to 50 caps between them.
Quick contact lens.
Yeah, it's a very experienced Uruguayan team, this. And of course, Ignacio Dotti earning his 50th today.
Yeah, just here, boys. Just here.
Hearty congrats to go out to the big fella.
Well, just a bit
A couple
slower
of
on that
experienced
side,
players
please,
on the
Steve.
bench as well.
Stability,
Omacho,
please, on that
48
side.
caps. Magno, 91, 53 for Echeverria.
Crouch. Bind.
Well, the thing with being outweighed is that you've got to make a really good hit. You can't be early because the laws stop you from being early, but your timing's got to be good. The set's got to be excellent. You've got to make sure that once you are packed down and that hit is made, you're not dominated, because if you are 70 kilograms lighter and you're dominated on the hit, you are going to go backwards at 100 miles an hour.
Crouch.
So a little bit of time being taken here by Uruguay to make a good hit.
Set. Still.
Uruguay struggled against Australia and Georgia in this competition, as they now put it downfield. Difficult angle to work with. Half pennies there. Skips the first tackler. Wainwright helps him out. Hatchell. Good hard running in midfield.
Leave it.
Forward to reset. Schingler. Didn't get the pass away. The timing wasn't right there.
Stop.
Well, a couple of little errors creeping into the Welsh game right now. That little look of frustration from Warren Gatland earlier will be even more so. Well, it's a sort of half dummy, half pass, and the ball just spills out.
Let's go, please, lads.
Little indecision there.
Oh, sorry. Time off.
Looks like a contact lens missing.
Joel, you talk about the experience on the bench, and the idea from Meneses is the rotation in the team to give a lot of experience to all the players. Obviously, one of the goals is the qualification for the next World Cup and give a lot of experience for match of for a lot of players.
Yeah, I think Santi, to your point a little bit earlier, though, haven't had too much ball because it has been Wales who've controlled the possession up until now, but Uruguay really do need to get their hands on the ball, let those silky running skills keep them in the game. Stop Wales from playing the game, because Wales will make you make a lot of tackles, and defending is tiring, as we all know.
Exactly. Uruguay need to keep the possession to put in a strange position to Wales. Wales know they need to win. They need to start to sing in the quarterfinals, and Uruguay just need to play and grow as a team, and that's it.
Yeah, well said, Santi. It's Uruguayan side. Unforgettable Rugby World Cup, beating Fiji 30-27 at Kamaishi Recovery Memorial Stadium. Their first match. They want to finish here on a big one.
Set. Good.
Stable scrum. Vilaseka again takes it to the line. Busy so far. Uruguay, can they maintain possession here? Picked up there from the captain, Gamanada. Plays with the Old Boys Rugby Club. A little half gap there,
Forward.
trying to throw the ball there, and Felipe Berchesi has a few runners in front of him.
Good pass, lads.
Just forward, nice little sleight of hand. Just trying to buy time for the Welsh defence to overrun.
Me as he was
We've
going.
seen so many teams at this Rugby World Cup just rushing a little on the outside, trying to force teams to play into that mid-inside channel. And Wales also just coming up quite quickly on the outside there, and just the delayed pass, trying to ensure the arms can get through and free up a runner on the outside into the space.
Wait for the set
Not the
call.
pass forward.
And Berchesi was the man of the match in that Fijian game we spoke about, scored 15
Crouch.
points. Record
Bind.
for Uruguay.
Set.
It's a massive win for Uruguay, wasn't it? Fiji, one of the real performance teams. We've loved watching them at this Rugby World Cup.
Fiji certainly brought it to Wales and Australia. That scrum, very strong
Far
from the
side
Welsh
standing
pack.
up.
High fives for the front row from Smith, Elias and Lewis as Patchell now drills them down to an attacking line-out.
Yeah, and a little smattering of applause there from the crowd, appreciating the fact that Wales are not going for the three. That's a nice, big, strong scrum, particularly on the tight head side. Dylan Lewis getting the better of Matteo Sanguinetti.
Hold the gap, please, Blue. Boys, that gap is massive. Let's just bring it a little closer. Yep. Yeah.
You can't win as a ref, can you? Hold the gap by that gap's too big.
That's the first time I've heard that from our referees. Here we go, Wales on attack. Crash line there from Josh Adams. 10 minutes gone. They go to the right side with Tuparik. Davis, beautiful ball. Shingler dives for the corner. Has he gone into touch? We're going to check. He's not sure.
Yep. Okay. Now, so what's our on-field decision? Did you see a grounding? Okay. All right. So Kitty, penalty advantage coming, Blue offside. So our on-field decision will be a try because we saw the grounding, but we just want to check the touch line as he comes in, please.
Okay, on-field decision is try, but checking touch.
Well, most importantly, the on-field decision is try. That needs a reason to be overruled. And you should be clear and cut with regards to that outside or the touch line. Brilliant little offload here. Is there a foot on the floor? Oh, yeah. Oh, we're not going to see from that angle. Great effort, but he looks like he might be touching the ground.
His knee looks like he's down as well, I think.
Great little offload as well from Ala Davis, wasn't it? Playing that blind side. Oh, he's got to be on the ground. Surely he's... Oh, yeah, his foot's definitely on the floor. So we'll go back.
Okay, Gus.
No try, I'm going back for a penalty advantage off the short side coming around. Yes,
Okay,
mate.
Gus, he is in touch,
He's
and
in
he's
touch.
also grounded the ball on the touching goal line. So touch first, but go back to your penalty decision.
Yeah, okay. No try. Go back for the penalty offside. Offside.
Great
Yeah,
effort.
offside.
Not a natural born finisher
Shot.
is Aaron Shingler. Maybe someone who's been accustomed to doing that would have
all right, the team
put in the
will
old
sweep
big
behind.
spectacular
Yeah.
dive and try to stay in the air a bit longer, but certainly a
Corner.
beautiful little pass from Ala Davis and a fine attempt from the flanker.
Wales will keep it down here this time.
Carl up front again, buddy.
We're within about 5 meters from the Uruguayan line. Ryan Elias goes to the tall timber. Adam
Two
Beard,
out. Two
counter
out.
shove and breaking free.
Advantage, two's in
Yeah,
the
the close
side.
side, another advantage in from the side. Uruguay pinged. Second penalty inside the 22.
Two in the side first. Number two's at the side of the maul first.
Well, that's Herman Hasler.
Got to
He's
come from behind,
penalised.
please, not in the side. Number two, yep.
He does have a hooker's haircut as well, doesn't he? He looks the part, that's for sure.
Probably will make our haircut dream team once we put that list
Yeah.
together.
Two in the side of the ball, okay? He's got to come from the back.
He's a late entry, but he's an almost certain qualifier. So Wales will try to set them all for a second time.
The Welsh looking for the opening score of the game.
Early.
Now they pop it free.
advantage.
Big contact on Elias.
Advantage.
Davis has got Shingler denied earlier. Back to the short side. Patchell. There's space, they go wide. Cutting back in there's Josh Adams. Meters away.
Leave it now.
The Welsh team looking for
Markable there.
their tight forwards. Dylan Lewis. Uruguay sticking the tackle so far. Tubrick, the captain. Again, the wave comes. Bradley Davis.
Nothing there, boys.
That's the third penalty. Uruguay infringing.
I think they were just a bit quick in at the maul,
Early
weren't
drive.
they? Early drive.
Early
There it
drive
is
on the
from
lifter.
Gus Gardner. Strong defensive effort, though. Statistically, and I'm not always one for stats, Uruguay have defended at around about 80% completion rate. They've made an average of 150 tackles a game. That's a lot of defending they've done, and they've done it gallantly.
See Wales
At the
changing the
line out,
tactic.
got to be much more disciplined,
They're
please.
going
Here we go.
for an attacking scrum.
Yeah, interesting to see the wingers have just quickly swapped over there as well. Josh Adams has moved his way over to the left wing.
Make sure you stay down in the contest,
Amos
please.
has moved over to the blind side more so than the right wing, you might say.
It's just there in the pocket of Reece Patchell. Out of your screen at the moment.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Get it in.
Aaron Wainwright drives. The number 8, Davis, comes away, goes short ball. Hadley Parks. Oh, Owen Watkin. Couple metres out.
And putting on the ground.
Uruguay on a warning. They have advantage. No way to throw that ball for Parks. Still they keep it alive. Elias. They turn it to back through. Patchell trying to get a bit of space here. Amos back to the left-hand side. Wainwright. He's hit hard by Ignacio Dotti, and we're going to have a listen in.
Um, 14 blue offside there. Okay. If we have another one down here in this zone, then you're going to lose someone, okay?
Can you give me?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So what I need to see is discipline on the offside line. Line out the maul needs to be disciplined as well. When the ball's lost, you give it up to, okay? Much more discipline down here, otherwise someone's going to go, okay?
Yeah, rightly so. It's been a string of penalties against the Uruguayans. They've defended with their absolute everything.
Yep.
But you've got to do it legally.
It's a penalty right here, 14 offside. Scrum.
I think they'll be pretty happy so far. This team have... They've created the opportunities.
Yep.
One or two passes
Something
haven't been out there in front. They've gone behind a little bit, maybe momentum lost once or twice, one or two little handling errors, but it has been all Wales
Was the information I'm
in
getting
this
is just
opening
stay
15
right
minutes.
through the contest.
They will be frustrated they haven't crossed the line yet. You say creating those opportunities. Now, scrum, midfield, 5 out.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Steal.
It's Smith and Lewis up front. Wainwright comes out straight away. Gets through one tackle, drives those legs of his. Forwards looping around. Davis has a crack himself. The halfback with support from Bradley Davis.
Stay on side here, boys.
Lewis picks and goes himself. Wainwright yet again, trying to draw in some of those Uruguayan defenders. Patchell just out of your screen as Wales get very close. Now they go through Adam Beard. Tipperick.
Stay there.
Ten phases now for the Welsh side. just in front of where that scrum started.
Hands back.
Uruguay so far keeping them out.
Yeah, number.
16 minutes gone. There's advantage. Somebody will go to the bin if they don't score here.
Okay, number 4.
A metre away.
Behind the line. Good.
Now driving over. Try! Finally, Wales have the opening score. It's taken them 16 minutes, but it's a hard-working forwards that pile in.
Yeah, just reward as well, you've got to say. It's been gallant defence from Uruguay, but Nicky Smith has finally rounded off what has been a very persistent Welsh attack. Pick and go, round the fringes, making the hard yards. Good strong leg drive, over the line he goes, and a good grounding. It's the culmination of quite a polished forward performance around those fringes, making the hard yards, doing the hard work, getting the leg burn as you drive it forward, inch by inch, metre by metre.
Just gives the salute there as well to an old rugby club of his. 5-0. Lee Halfpenny from in front should bang this one over. Conversion 65 in his career, and 7-0 Wales on the board against Uruguay here at Kumamoto Stadium.
Yeah, I'm glad they scored because I'd hate to have seen another player go to the bin, actually. However he goes, it's a real strong leg drive from Nicky Smith. Good work.
First try for Nicky Smith in his career, the man from the Ospreys. Debuted in 2014. Played number 8 during his junior days. Kept pushing him forward and finally into the front row. Uruguay restart to the 22. Parks, born in New Zealand.
Use it, hold there. Taken back.
Davis goes high. It's contestable.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic from Halamamos. Got up there with one hand, scooped it back. It's gone into touch, but super effort from the left winger. And a pin-perfect kick as well from Ella Davis. Into the breeze, hung it up there nicely. Perfect for Amos to run onto.
Wales inside their half. Ball at the back there for Ryan Elias.
You're fine. He's in the middle. It's fine.
Just one Six Nations appearance for him off the bench against Italy in 2019, and Schingler has a couple of defenders on him. They're trying to force this turnover. There is Santiago Rata, and they've got it.
No problem. 8 was through the middle always.
Well, it's Alejandro Nieto who's going to get the glory there.
Turnover ball.
Straight through the middle was the call from Angus Gardner.
Scrum.
Nieto heard the call, realised he was entitled to play the ball having come through the middle, and just hung on for dear life. Super defensive effort. Scant opportunity inside the Welsh half so far for Uruguay. This is a good attacking position from them.
Patience on the call, please, boys. Wait for the set.
For Leandro Levas, the right wing, is just lurking.
Crouch.
Almost 100 kilograms of Levas. He's a big unit. He'll draw in a couple defenders.
Set.
Berchesi floats one into midfield. Great bit of stepping from Cut. Berchesi finds his fullback, Gaston Mieres, the man with the Toronto Arrows in Canada. And well, Landekar. Berchesi again flips it back in. Uruguay with advantage now. Momentum for the South Americans. Rata. Oh, that's a good ball. Levas. Forward is the call, because that was something special to finish.
No advantage.
It won't be, though.
Side. Numbers.
Well, to be fair, Angus Gardner blew it immediately. Polished little finish from this Uruguayan backline, but the whistle had gone. Forward pass. What a shame. Slick handling, great finish. Nice ball over the top, good idea, just drifted forward.
Yeah, as the pillar on the side.
And then the finish was really
okay, you've got to
good.
be both feet behind your last man, please.
That's where the offside came
off
against
the
the Welsh forwards. We're just up a little quickly. This ball is the one that's forward. Oh, it's touch and go, isn't it? It drifts a little with the wind. finish is outstanding, though, from Uruguay.
And no wonder their fans have got their hands on their head. It was a fantastic bit of back play.
Yeah, and you know, people will be sitting at home and saying you can see clearly from the lines it's forward. It's not where the ball drifts, it's out the hands. And Gus Gardner judging it to have come forward out the hands.
Provides an opportunity for points for Uruguay to get their tally going. Felipe Bacchesi. He likes it. And Uruguay on the board in this game, 7-3, just over 20 minutes gone.
It's a great strike, but once again, it's just reward. Nice little bit of play, going through the phases. Uruguay, first real attacking opportunity. And they're a little unlucky not to come away with a try, but certainly the 3 points, good value.
Uruguay with Mieres,
Inside.
turned 30 last week. Highly experienced fullback
Inside.
with 65 caps.
Use now.
Barata told to get on with it. He's based in Houston, Texas, with the Sabercats.
That's a huge,
massive kick.
it's a great kick. Got the breeze behind him, but it's a monster. Even Lee Halfpenny was caught a little bit off guard as the ball sailed over him. That's what the standings would look like right now. Wales jumping ahead of Australia would top the group, and obviously mightily important for Wales and Australia. The team that comes first avoids England in the quarterfinals.
That's right, they'll take on France as Santiago Civetta. They have this one. Uruguay steal the line out. Now they go with Herman Kessler, the Utah Warrior.
Ball was out there.
Alejandro Nieto. Wales come flying up, and Bacchesi hit by Davis. They're back to the halfway line, but still they have the ball with Nieto again.
Stay there, Wales.
Played 4 games in Rugby World Cup 2015, former prop in his earlier days. They turn it back. Bacchesi, Villaseca. Let's play on. They've kicked over the top. The ball rolls down here.
Was it not first, was it? Okay.
Yeah, I think Angus Gardner was a little unsighted there. Definitely a knock-on. Santiago Arata, the Uruguayan scrum half, is going to have to clear a little bit quicker. He was, I wouldn't say slow, he was just tempted to slow it down, hands on the ball. And if he hadn't passed right then, here's where the little knock-on comes. Good line, good solid defence too from Wales. Just coming back to Arate, when you put your hands on the ball and the ball's out, it just allows the opposition forwards to peel around the corner. Wales won't make that mistake again. They'll be flooding him next time round.
Okay. Well, especially when the defenders are flying up so quickly as well.
Crouch.
Time is so precious in this high level of play. 7-3 the score, 25 minutes gone.
Set.
Wales have Lee Halfpenny on the right-hand side. They dummy that way. Patchell, skip pass. Beautiful bit of space. Oh, great skill. Here they go. Hallamemos. Wales, try number 2. And it was fantastic work from their back line.
Hard, slick handling, polished handling. One for the little tick box in the book of how to do it, their little training manual. Play that left side, dummy, let it go early, make the pass. Oh, brilliant stuff. Good slick handling. Shingler with the final pass, Amos with the finish. It's a very polished try. Made it look very easy. Quite difficult though in terms of buying time, making sure the pass is backwards and not forward. In fact, Gus Gardner is going upstairs to have a look at something here. I did say in the build-up to the game that Helen Amos will be looking to get his name on the score sheet like his wing partner Josh Adams.
Hands there from 12.
Yes, forward.
Okay.
Easy on the board.
No try, forward pass.
Oh, it's a forward pass.
22. Forward pass. Scrum.
And there I was just saying how hard it is to make sure that pass is backwards, and it has gone forwards.
On the run, half falling down as well.
There you go, boys.
Scratch that. Hallamamos will stay with 5 tries for Wales.
We are inside the 22, Kitty, for the
Nice
mark,
attacking move, though. Made his debut as a 19-year-old in 2013.
Just want to check either
Gives
we're inside or
Uruguay
outside for the restart.
the scrum.
Okay, we're outside. Just wanted to double check, boys.
And referee Angus Gardner just getting the mark where the forward pass occurred.
Yes, was forward pass and was in front of us in the last pass.
Yeah, Santi, you got the better angle there.
Yeah, but Santi, you're wearing your South American cap as well, aren't you?
Yeah, Uruguay is bothering Wales with a great defense.
Bind!
And we talk about that opportunity for
Set.
Uruguay.
Too much. Scrum.
Uruguay opt for the scrum from the free kick.
Just too
Dylan
much,
Lewis
boys, that
pinged.
time.
Well, it is a sensible decision, really. It just traps one of
Crouch.
the Welsh defenders in one little area.
Bind!
Got to stay back 5 metres. The
Set.
rushes. So anyone who's trying to pressurise the
hold
kicker
there.
comes from deep.
Andres Villaseca. He crashes it up again. The younger brother of Santiago Villaseca, who captained Uruguay in 2015 at the World Cup.
Tackle!
To break.
Tackle release.
Ball splits free.
Play
Knocked
on.
back to Uruguay side. Bachesi hoofs it downfield. Amos. Soccer skills.
And we take him back in. Take him back in.
He's taking the ball back in. He can't kick it directly out, which
Yep.
he does.
I was calling out. Take him back in.
Well, he's not going to get a
twice.
contract to one of the big clubs in Wales or the UK for that matter. Wasn't the best kick down the middle. Eventually cleared by Uruguay, and Amos, well, his soccer skills might not come back into the game.
Well, he doesn't need
Let's
that.
go,
Both
please,
his parents are
Uruguay.
doctors, and he just graduated with a class honours in neuroscience this past summer.
Well, he's a bright fellow. Maybe he should have caught that ball.
What are your
rather.
numbers, please, guys? Let's go. Here you come. 6.
Approaching the 30-minute mark in this beautiful stadium in Kumamoto. Kessler. Oh, it's been pinched by the Welsh side, and Shingler gets a couple of fends. Still going is the Lucy.
Wait.
Tipperick gets the pod set. Bring that blue scrum cap and nod to his childhood team,
No,
Trabanos
don't milk it.
RFC, who also
Ball's
play in blue.
available there.
A drop down through Bradley Davis. Wasn't in the 31-man squad. He's in for the injured Corey
And
Hill.
use.
Led Davis goes high again. Amos. Oh, what a catch. Amos. Second time he's leapt up and done some brilliant work in the air. And there's a lot of open space there. Reece Patchell spotted it. And Gaston Miraz trapped on that touchline. He only has one choice but to smash it up towards
No,
Lee
out now,
Halfpenny.
14. 14, get out.
Uruguay do well, though, to get numbers behind the possession. And Villaseca,
Outside.
one of
Step back,
11
please,
players
Ren.
playing professional rugby
No,
in the United
back.
States. That really has elevated their game. Only 4 players in 2015 were professional rugby players. And now they also have 3 playing in France. So that's a
Inside.
total of 14. And will certainly explain their rise in world rugby rankings for Uruguay.
And use.
They've done superbly so far. Half an hour gone, 7-3. Halfpenny counters himself. Lee Halfpenny. Brought down by Civetta. Beard to Patchell. Shingler gets missed this time. It's gone back. Tipperick is there.
Okay, mate.
Intelligent stuff from the Welsh side to have their Lucies lurking on either side of the field. Davis Couldn't get through the
the Welsh
defending
foot.
channel there from
And offside.
referee Angus Gardner. And then offside play, Uruguay.
Back, offside.
So you were spot on.
Yep.
Davis was looking to offload there, and the channel defended
Welsh
perfectly
foot.
by Angus Gardner.
Man in front.
Little error, the ball spilling forward, and a player in an offside position
cross.
picking it up. I think Warren Gatlin will be a little frustrated right now. It's a pretty decent start to his team. Oh, and that's not a good kick.
Amos goes across field to the step being Lee Halfpenny. Trying to turn back the years. Nominated World Rugby Player of the Year in 2013 is Patchell. Comes to Shingler. He's worked hard tonight. Gets the basketball pass back in. It's well fielded to the halfway line. Wales looking for their second try, and they won't get it on that time as drop pass there from Patchell.
Well, I started commenting about Warren Gatlin will maybe be a little frustrated. That'll frustrate him even more. There's been so much good about this Welsh performance, but there's been just those little errors at vital times. And yes, Uruguay have defended well, but the man there will be looking at his team thinking, we should have been more accurate. Our passes needed to be out in front. They need to be caught when they are out in front. And those little untimely errors costing them dearly at the moment. It's only
good.
7 points to 3, and we're 30-odd minutes in. And it's a Uruguayan team
please, guys.
whose
Keep working
confidence
hard. Good
is
gap.
growing. Their
Wait for the
stature is
set.
growing every minute that they hang in there.
That's right, and this Welsh team
Crouch.
looking to go far in this Rugby World Cup. Quarterfinal
Bind.
looms next weekend,
Set.
but Uruguay. Arata works around the fringes as they step back in with Leibas. Leibas fights to get the ball to the ground. Does well, does the right winger. Dotti.
It's fine.
Arata
He's on his
still
feet for this man.
keep things live. They go deep, and that
Knock
one's
on.
been dropped and knocked on by inside centre Villaseca.
It was all right. Who's coming back? He's just coming back on side. No, he's just coming back on.
Just
Here
lacking
we go.
a little bit of polish in this game at the moment. Uruguay also making 1 or 2 mistakes. It's been enthralling
Let's go.
to
Here we go.
watch,
Here's the mark.
but it has been littered with the odd unforced mistake, to the frustration of both the players and the coaches and the crowd, the spectators too. There's a little lull out there. Uruguay starting to come back a little bit from a possession perspective. Those numbers were much worse for them 10 or 15 minutes ago. But it is a Welsh domination everywhere but on the scoreboard right now.
Bind.
Both teams denied by tries with forward passes.
Set. Steal.
Into the last stanza of the first half. In Kumamoto, Wainwright goes to the right-hand side to Davis. Bit of space for Davis. And then Davis brought down around the 10-metre mark. Patchell under a lot of pressure, deciding to shift away as they go with Hadley Parks. Turned 32 last week. Flat ball, Davis. Played in World Cup 2011 and 2015. Dylan Lewis now. Now with the Cardiff Blues. Nice little pass. Elias, Patchell, that's the skill. Cutting back in, Bradley Davis, the tall timber. Just outside the 22.
Leave it now. No.
Finally
Good.
Wales with Ryan Elias.
2.
Kessler told to roll away. Looking to cut back in is Parks. Tipperick in to help him out. Still the forwards work hard inside the 22. Solid 9 phases from the Welsh. Lewis trips. Patchell. Short ball to Hadley Parks. Now they're pick and go looking for work. Alam Amos.
Back on. Back on.
To the right again, Patchell throws a dummy, flicks it back in field. Good skills there from Nicky Smith. And Uruguay hold on yet again.
It's a great steal, isn't it? Support just a little
Clear
slow
release,
to get
man on
there.
feet.
Leddenbeard couldn't get there in time to clear him out. Good strong body position and the steal made. Just a little more effective there from Wales. A couple of pick and goes. It's a Uruguayan defence that's shifting pretty well. They're filling that space in the midfield. They're filling it out wide. Concede a few metres every now and then, but get back and make the tackles. Wales might learn from that. Maybe just play a little around the fringes try and suck in a few defenders. That is a brilliant steal from Nicolas Freitas.
Yes, Nicolas Freitas spent the last 2 minutes playing as a forward in the middle of all the racks to earn the ball, and he did it in the last one.
Yeah, well spotted there, Santi. Man who signed with the Jaguares in Super Rugby. Didn't get to play, though. Returned to his local team in Uruguay. Maul from the South Americans. Kessler comes in.
Keep your bind. Good.
Kessler breaking around. Ducks down into Wainwright. Got to leave the scrum off alone. Advantage. Arata moves it away. They'll take the penalty.
Second crack.
Very interesting stat that 4 steals already for Uruguay. They are number 1 at Rugby World Cup 2019 in steals. They've made on average 10 per game. They're well on track to doing that again here this evening.
Yep.
And that just has certainly frustrated the Welsh. They've had most of the possession and the territories you mentioned, but once they get inside the 22, Uruguay all over it.
So the problem here for Wales is it's a second crack at it. It's a miss. And then back a second time. Not controlling his own body weight.
This Welsh crowd fairly quiet, but Uruguay finishing the first half with a bang if they can. Ball sits down. They peer around the fringe. Arata finally brought down by Tuparik. South American side try to get this, and Nicky Smith is all over, but he's off his feet.
Supporting weight.
Big carry from Sanguinetti. And another penalty for Uruguay. Decision time for them. 7-3 the score.
I think that's a good decision. I think that's a really good decision from Juan Gamanara. His team they haven't had too much possession. They haven't spent too much time down here in opposition territory. When you get down here in a close game, take every single point you can. I think those Uruguayan supporters should be absolutely delighted. Their team
Understand. Yeah, you got the penalty.
Well, they've done everything right. They've defended like Trojans. When they've had the ball, they've been quite effective. They're playing against the world number 2 in Wales, and granted there's a number of changes to that Welsh team, but it is a Uruguayan performance so far that they can be unbelievably proud of.
Felipe Bacchesi kicked one already. This one inside the 22 on the angle. You see beautiful sunset in the background in Kumamoto. Bacchesi turns and goes. 2 successful penalties from the fly half, and it's high fives. 7-6 to score, a minute to go in the first half. And he said, good decision there from Juan Gamanara.
Well, they've been set to Esteban Meneses before kickoff. At halftime, it's going to be 7-6. He would have chewed your arm off to take that result. He'd have been absolutely delighted. And right now, on the brink of halftime, his team are within 1 point of the more fancied Welsh.
Uruguay just need to repel this attack. Mieres.
Inside. Stay there.
Arata put in a couple of massive kicks. This one will take it to the halfway line.
Sweet striker of the ball, isn't he? Strong left foot. Times it beautifully. Gets great distance on it. The trajectory's good as well.
Shingler has this for Wales into the final moments of the first half. Tuparik at the back.
Got once.
Now Elias. The gong. Patchell. Parks goes across. They look to crack it up in the middle with Watkin. Having to kick it out. Strangely enough, they attack for a couple of phases. But that'll bring half-time here at Kumamoto Stadium in southwest Japan. And Wales, with the only try, they lead Uruguay just by 1 point, 7-6. Back to second half action. Players leaving the dressing room, ready to go for the final 40 minutes for Uruguay, and for Wales a chance to lift their performance. They lead just 7-6 against a very determined Uruguayan side that play in their 4th Rugby World Cup, and they will be looking to finish off very strongly. Anything can happen in 40.
Yeah, absolutely, particularly the way Wales have gone about things. And taking nothing away from Uruguay, it's a disappointing performance so far from Wales. Couple of errors, couple of bits of execution that are not accurate enough. The pass is not out in front, 1 or 2 behind, particularly early on, and a couple of scoring opportunities squandered. For Uruguay, it's just been magnificent. They've been gutsy and courageous. They've defended like Trojans, and they've kicked their goals. They've taken their opportunities. It's a first 40 minutes that they would be absolutely delighted with.
We're on the island of Kyushu, as Juan Gamonaro leads the Uruguayan side, and Justin Tuperik in picture there with the blue scrum cap from Ospreys. Needs a big second half here. Quarterfinals loom for the Welsh side. And Uruguay, their final moment in the sun. Nicky Smith, the lone try scorer for Wales. 2 penalties from Felipe Berchesi. 7-6 so far, 40 to go.
Time on.
It's a go for the second half between Wales and Uruguay at the Kumamoto Stadium in the southern region of Japan. And referee Angus Gardner in his 23rd Test match, as Wales on the left of your screen. Uruguay, 2 penalties, and Wales 1 converted try. Nicky Smith, the lone scorer.
And use it.
Aled Davis. First box kick in the second half gives Uruguay possession, as Miraz has a crack. Arata. Marshally Stroups well as Diego Bello.
Tackle, release, and
gets
move.
put down. 3
Well
years
done.
between his last
Well
cap
done.
in June 2016.
Hold.
Berchesi moves it across, and Kessler is there. Plays his rugby in Salt Lake City in
Okay, leave it
the
to you.
United
Lost
States.
it now.
First penalty in the second half
Can't
goes
play it
to
from
Wales. And good evening if you're just joining. I'm Dallin Stanford alongside former Springbok fly-half and winner from 1995, Joel Stransky.
7 first
Yeah,
man.
much better intent there from Wales, contesting the breakdown, catching Uruguay way behind the gain line, forcing the penalty. Do you think they might kick their goals now all of a sudden? It's only 7 points to 6. Oh, Halfpenny's got the headgear off. Change in sentiment for Wales. And it's maybe a good thing, chasing the scoreboard, taking every point on offer, just sends a little warning signal to the opposition. You can't give away penalties. We're going to take the points on offer. This is exactly the problem. When you get caught that far behind the gain line, your forwards have to come around the corner, run backwards to go forwards to support at the breakdown. And as a defending team, you've made the catch, you just plow on forward and over the breakdown, over the ruck. Counter ruck is much easier, the steal much easier.
Fullback Lee Halfpenny, 84th appearance for the 30-year-old. Top 3-point scorer for Wales behind Stephen Jones and the great Neil Jenkins. Hits the upright. Unsuccessful kick from Halfpenny. And Felipe Berchesi puts it down. Still 7-6 to score.
you've got to love the thinking. Uruguay looking to take a quick 22-metre drop, but almost found a bit of space there, Nicholas Freitas. Eventually covered by Bradley Davis.
The crowd start applauding as Halfpenny looks for a snipe, drifts across field. Wales keep it towards the close side. Owen Watkin.
Good.
Try scorer Smith. First Rugby World Cup for him. 34th cap. Patchell takes it to the line. Parks. Halfpenny yet again. Very active in the second half so far. Wales 3-0 in this competition. Looking for their 4th pool victory. Uruguay have one to their name against Fiji as Smith has another go. Skips out Sanguinetti's tackle. Shingler turns it back. Reece Patchell. Patchell wasn't able to let it go as Gaminata tries to turn things over for Uruguay. Shingler, he's worked hard tonight. Gets Adams.
Stay down 10.
Adams, one is involved in that bruising accounts against Fiji recently. It's Wainwright, Aaron Wainwright. Wales, much better passage of play by them. Dylan Lewis.
Not held.
Not held. Gets it away to his scrum off, and now again it's Wainwright. Into place, excellent from the Welsh team. Shingler. They're inside the 22. Penalty though to Uruguay. This is what they've done in the first 40.
Much better from Wales. Much quicker. Ball presentation much slicker. It's enabled them to play a little faster. They've got a bit of go forward as a result over the gain line time and time again. Runners just coming into that first channel, maybe where the Uruguay defense is not quite yet 100% structured on a fast ball. Uruguay somehow surviving and winning the penalty.
And what a great difference from the first half. In the first half, Wales had an opportunity to kick to the post and they took the decision to go to the touchline. And now they change that decision and they try with the post.
Yeah, most importantly for them, Santi, is they have to win this game as we see where
Come back to the
penalty comes. It's a strong tackle and then onto the ball is Nieto.
Santiago Gomez-Cora sideline for us, the Argentine international, as Uruguay peel away with this, and Kessler has it at the back.
Once.
And don't forget, Wales won the head-to-head against Australia, so even a tie in this game is okay, but again, nobody plays for a tie. You play to win every single game you play. Oh, and a collision there. And they get a penalty, and it was Josh Adams that got taken out.
You can't just run into him like that. You're not in a realistic position to contest. Into the receiver's zone.
Nicholas Freitas, the man penalised. Trying to speed it up, Wales. Reece Patchell just showing some urgency to catch it there quicker and get it going again as Adams is about to go up here and he just gets bundled out the way by
okay? You must make an attempt.
No jump, no contest, no attempt to catch the ball.
Warren Gatland's message for his side to get on with it. They go to the back. Davis to Patchell. Knocked on.
Knock on.
Picked up there from Santiago Cerveta. Captain Uruguay under-20s. Mires. Gaston Mires. Davis pulled out of that high tackle.
Two, leave it!
Santiago
Manage
Arata.
over from the knock.
Those are the Houston Sabercats. 33 caps. He's done well at the base for this South American side.
Wait. And on.
Big left-footed kick. Fullback Halfpenny is there, though. Debuted in 2008. Halfpenny chases this one. Oh,
knock on.
So close, knocked on
red.
From Mires. Stuparic is there. Wales just over the halfway line. Penalty advantage.
Feet and taking out the halfback. Yep.
It's a courageous form of the game, courageous skill set to be able to jump for those high up and unders. It's an in-the-air collision. It's so often we see players coming down to ground pretty hard. Lee Halfpenny did it absolutely superbly there. This is where the penalty came shortly afterwards. Over the top, playing the halfback.
That's good. Where you
Uruguayan
are.
captain Gaminara is penalised, but 84 test caps for Lee Halfpenny, and every single one of them he's been courageous and up contesting those high balls.
Davis goes to the middle. Hadley Parks.
Step back, Blue, back. Good.
Elias on the hunt for try number 2. And then Davis cracks himself. Shingler, quick offload. Bradley Davis. Just push back. Uruguay now in the way. Preventing the ball from coming out. Shingler wants it though. It's right there. Wales go wide. They must score here. Timing perfection. And Josh Adams gets down on the outside. Adams has been rock and roll in this tournament.
Well, it's much better from Wales, isn't it? They're just playing those channels closer to the ruck, playing quickly, speeding up play, runners coming at pace, getting over the game line. The go forward is good, ball presentation good, and a very nice little ball over the top there from Reece Patchell. No surprise, the try scorer, Josh Adams. Beautiful little ball over the top, well weighted. Wales were queuing up, Adams snatched it.
5th try in Rugby World Cup 2019 for Josh Adams, the Worcester Warrior. He'll be joining the Cardiff Blues after this tournament is finished. Scored 39 tries and 65 appearances for Worcester. He's doing it here for Wales as well. One try in each half for the Welsh side. As Warren Gatlin, Sean Edwards, Neil Jenkins and Robin McBride, the coaching staff, needed their side to inject energy in the second period. Lee Halfpenny from the Scarlets strikes it well. And it misses the upright, but goes through.
So we had
It's 14 points to 6.
After the warning for the first half.
And the Welsh side lead Uruguay after 10 minutes in the second half.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, great little ball over the top, but it's made by the hard work from the forward, sucking in defenders, earning the right to go wide. And finally, when it did go wide, the pass was pinpoint perfect.
Felipe Berchesi. Just outside the 22. Amos gets the legs driving. Wales driven back a little bit there by Adam Beard, product of the Ospreys Academy. Made his debut at 18 years of age. One of many players in this Welsh team to represent Wales in the under-20 division. Good take there from fullback Gaston Mieres. Another brave soldier is the fullback from Uruguay.
Okay, move, Wales! Leave it! Well done.
Berchesi spotted a bit of space that Patchell had left, but then overcooked the kick.
It's still alive.
Yeah, good idea. Just that head wind probably just forcing it or pushing it a little bit closer to that touchline.
Blue 3, substitution.
So another change here for Uruguay. We've just seen Matteo Sanguinetti make way. Diego Bello now also comes off. Courageous first half from the two Uruguayan front rowers. They've been replaced now and more courage required. Superb first half. Still 100% scrum record for the Uruguayans for the whole tournament.
This one over the top. Wonderful ball to Adams. Josh Adams goes in, goes out. Excellent tackle. But Patchell has him on the front foot. Very flat ball. Forward ball, in fact, to Dylan Lewis.
Oh, I'll say it again. Josh Adams, he can sniff an opportunity.
And number 1 and 2.
Elieti, Reece Corey making their way on in the Welsh front row.
Thanks, boys.
Well, Josh Adams got a little sniff on the outside there.
Boys,
loads of pace.
I'll just wait till
knows where the try line is.
The scrums have been really good.
And almost got away. Exciting to watch him run. Just players who want to go and score, they just have this buzz about them. Josh Adams has it.
Well, they haven't given him a break either after that very physical encounter against Fiji. The wave continues here at Rugby World Cup 2019.
Crouch.
Over 1 million people have attended in person to watch this fantastic event.
What's the problem?
Oh, and they'll all be watching later, won't they? Japan against Scotland, decider in the pool. What a game it's going to be.
No, please don't stand up. Yeah.
Well, after we mentioned that I was looking for that Japanese jersey, Joel, we've had a few offers from people around the world.
Wanting to buy one if you can find one.
Yes, correct, exactly. So still looking.
Crouch.
The fans lining up 5 hours before kickoff to get the merchandise. Just wonderful to see.
Set.
Uruguay now.
Still.
What do they have inside the 22? Vachesi
Stop, guys.
goes long for the touchline.
Yeah, good kick off the left foot, comfortable off both feet. Nice clearance. Well, that's what the log looks like now. Wales entrenched on the top of the group. They'll play France and not England, which will be maybe a slightly easier quarter-final.
Tipperick gets it away to Beard. Have to think about the French. You never know which team will arrive. England have been consistent. Tipperick at 9. Feeds Wainwright. Forwards get to work. Patchell. Offers a ruck with Bradley Davis into the contact. Owen Watkin. Joint most turnovers in Pro 14. Wonderful outside centres. Tipperick lays it back again. The Welsh attack keep coming through. Aaron Shingler. Oh, beautiful step and feet. Hallamamos. Two wingers are electric for Wales as Wainwright takes a bump. To Shah, the 22. The men in red, the Dragons. They go through Reece Carey. The crowd cheering for another try. Elliot D. Wales on a 20 product as Wainwright goes again. Ball in 2 hands, then ducks into the contact. Brought down by Santiago Savetta. Parks. Amos had his winger with him, Josh Adams. Both working in tandem as Uruguay. This is what they're known for.
Counter ruck good.
Long periods of defense and then a turnover. Gamonara at 9. Oh, beautiful pass. The no-looker to Savetta. Uruguay outside the 22. They keep it in hand. And here they go. Through Kessler. Oh, Kessler gets the ball ripped free. Strong defense now from the Welsh side. Adams goes across to Patchell. Halfpenny launching a counter-attack. Lee Halfpenny drifts across field.
High, manage.
He has advantage for a high shot. As Patchell goes wide again to Lewis. No way through there for the Welsh fly-off.
High tackle.
Oh, you've got to love the Uruguayan defensive attitude. They just keep on coming.
4. Yeah.
They've made 120 tackles. Wales have only made 58. Courageous and brave. Counter ruck well. They make steals at the breakdown. Haven't had too much possession yet. They only trail by 8 points. We can't keep saying how courageous they are, but boy, it's been a massive effort from this Uruguayan side.
Well, the Los Terros compete in their 4th Rugby World Cup. They beat Fiji 30-27, but then a 4-day turnaround against Georgia. They lost 33-7, Australia 45-10, and that's a shot of Ignacio Dotti.
Earning his 50th cap. A little high there and pulled out of the tackle, fair due, but penalty nonetheless.
Joel, I've got to say, Major League Rugby has had a big impact on these South American players. 3 of them are in France and the rest of them are in the US, playing week in, week out against top competition. Nonu will be there as well next season. And here come Wales. Oh, good line. Hallamamos.
Back, step back.
Dylan Lewis gets involved. Dummy there from Tipperick. They don't fall for it to Uruguay. They strong around the fringes. Shingler.
Which one?
Brought down by Kessler.
Yeah, okay.
Wainwright moves it across quickly. Advantage for Bradley Davis.
Your number?
Villaseca rolls away.
Ball's
Oh,
out.
big hit. Caminaro. What happened to the advantage? There it is.
Wait. Go.
They tap and go. Elliot D. D inches his way closer. The post. That numbers on left. Patchell gets the ball away. That float forward. We can have a
Forward
check.
pass.
Hallam Amos.
You want to double check it or are you happy? No, you're happy. Okay, forward pass call.
Forward pass it is. It's another try squandered by Wales. Look for all money, like they had to score on the outside. Not slick enough once again.
8 and 9 substitutions.
Guys, it's not just the way. There's a very strong defense from Uruguay. It's a smart defense too, because they don't give any space to Wales.
And the forward pass at the end.
Absolutely right there, Santi, and that's the forward pass at
AR
Rome
was
Kicks
right
coming in
in
on.
line and very happy. We got
It's
the
just
call,
a
very
tired
happy.
pass, that isn't it?
Yep,
It's
let's
a
go.
lack of concentration
Scrum.
there right at the death of the move from Hadley
Positioning,
Parks.
Luke.
Just needs to be more accurate,
Here we go, boys.
more precise. It's almost a lazy pass.
Yep.
Just chucks it out in front. Amos,
Sorry,
to be
Luke,
fair,
four
probably
boys.
needed to keep his depth a little bit better, but Hadley Parks, he's too good to be throwing a forward pass in that space.
That's what happens when you play very flat as well. As you said, you've got to keep your depth just slightly. Diego Magno comes onto the field.
We didn't
93
get to
caps,
chat
the most
because they
capped
went
Uruguayan
fast.
of all
There was
time.
another penalty down here.
He replaces Ignacio
We have
Dotti.
another one down here that's clear.
Magno, another player from the Houston SaberCats.
I didn't get to talk to you because they went quick, okay? Do you understand?
Signed his first professional contract at the age
Here we go.
of 30.
Yes, yes. Which way? Left or right? Oh, just back.
Augustine
Yep. Here we go. Thanks, boys.
Maiachea.
Yeah, fair.
Son of the famous Diego Maiachea, one of the greatest Uruguayan players ever. He's wearing 21.
Crouch. Bind. Side in. Both. Yeah, both. Come on, boys.
Space, please.
Yeah. Space.
Space.
Far side, boys. You both just come on. Space. Okay, he's going to watch. Crouch. Bind. Set. Good, still.
Ball still there.
Leave
As they look
it.
to go through Manuel
Back on.
Viana.
Step back. 8, step back. Well done.
He'll be joining the Toronto Arrows in Canada in 2020. Clearance kick from Maiachea.
7 and 8 red. Subs. Okay. Yeah, we've just got time off.
Ryan Wainwright, Justin Tipuric make way. Moriarty and another Davis come on. This time it's
Do you want to get your
James.
headgear? Do you want to get your headgear? Yeah. Just come.
James Davis, brother Jonathan Davis, helped Great Britain win
Are you
silver
good?
at the Rio Olympic Games.
We good to go, Hoff? Oh, mate, time on.
Just on an hour gone in this game. Dropped on there, and Hadley Parks spills it. Uruguay will take possession. 14-6 to score here in Kumamoto.
Oh, he must be tired and battered and bruised, Hadley Parks. One of two Welsh players in this team who've started this game once again after having put his body on the line against a physical and battering Fijian team just a few days ago. And this time round, it's a tired mistake. Feel for the fella.
We're inside here.
Fiji made it so hard for Wales, so physical, so bruising.
Yeah, space.
Change at scrum half an
Okay,
hour
here
as
we
well
go.
as
Time on.
Thomas Williams comes on. Alec Davis makes way.
Davis, who was called on the Wales
Guys, keep
squad in
working,
2013,
please.
had to wait
Wait
4
for the
years to
set.
make his debut,
Space on the
though.
bind.
Gets applause from his bench players.
Crouch.
And having said all that about Hadley,
Bind.
Hadley Parks.
Steal!
There's probably little chance he's going to be replaced because there's only one scrum half left on the bench.
Well, that's right. Not a lot of options for head coach Warren Gatlin, with players needing to be rested. Some still recovering from injuries as well. The depth of the squad is so important as you progress. Now, they will have a week off before the quarterfinals, and there is Warren Gatlin, the big man in charge.
Yeah, he'll be counting those injuries as Wales go quickly.
Very low one. Difficult one to take. Backwards to call. Owen Watkins. Watkins cleans up. Tomas Williams on the field. Flick back here to Lewis. Comes at some speed. Knocks into Rombies. They go to the line with Ross Moriarty. Plays with the Dragons. Professional club rugby. Parks goes through the back, bit of space here to operate. Good bit of running there from James Davis. Uruguay tried to turn things around. Patchell, short ball. Reece Carey. Bodies flying is Tomas Williams, has a go himself. Shingler's there. Halfpenny puts it to the left boot. Covering.
Okay, release, Fred, release! Good.
Maya Chair does well there for Uruguay. They're inside the 22. They've been pinned here for the last few minutes. So they take it through their captain, Gamanada.
Ball's available there.
Part of the Old Boys Rugby Club.
No, don't go in there, 5.
In
Back
Montevideo.
out. Yeah, you lost it now.
The relieving kick goes out, and Halfpenny goes quickly. Patchell is there. Thought about moving, he cuts back in. Draws 2 players. Oh, good skill, they keep it alive on that far side. James Davis was involved, then it's a knock-on. So Manuel Landacard sets off his side.
Advantage over.
Oh, still going. A couple of aerobatics in back play there. Cirque du Soleil might be calling. Santiago Cervera takes possession, and it's a kick up high to the halfway line. Halfpenny.
Play on, play on.
Great take yet again from him. So Warrior under the high balls. Patchell goes to the far side. Chinga. That ball knocked in the tackle.
Knock on in the tackle. Just a knock on in the tackle.
Oh, the timing of the pass just wanting a little bit there. Fraction late, knocked in the tackle.
Scrum.
Wonderful to see the underdogs get going every now and then. As much as we are hugely appreciative of what Wales have done at this Rugby World Cup so far, to see Uruguay having a go, seeing the urgency and the speed they put on the ball from time to time, it really is special to hear the crowds getting in behind the underdog. Unbelievable.
Well, this is only their 15th match at the Rugby World Cup. They've won 3 games in total, and they are keeping Wales to 14 points to 6. And even the Aussies are here, and 1 South African.
Well, the Aussies in particular will be very appreciative of this Uruguayan effort. They watched their team almost come back and beat Wales. Wales showed some real tenacity at the death there to hang on and beat Australia, come away with a famous win, really, a World Cup win.
3 red subs.
So Uruguay started, it was 9 changes to their starting lineup. So far, these are the changes this evening. 2 in the front row, Magno in the second row, and then Diana at number 8, Omacher in the halfback position. So Uruguayan team that have been full of tenacity in the tackle and very little opportunity to attack, but when they have had opportunity, they've shown great endeavour.
Wyn Jones, wearing 18 for Wales, is in the front row.
Far side, keep working, space on the vine, far side.
And Wales,
wait for the call.
Quarter-finalists.
Crouch.
5 times. And 2011 finished 4th.
Fine.
2015 they lost to South Africa.
Set.
In the quarters. Gatlin in charge of both those 2 campaigns, and they get a penalty. Williams taps and goes quickly. Tomas Williams wants to get on with things. Patchell, wonderful ball to Halfpenny. Steps in, steps out. Bumps a couple of players down to the ground.
13.
One of those was Rodrigo Silva. Patchell again, much more energy now from this Welsh side. Reece Patchell has Hadley Parks. Ball is still there for Williams. To the far left they work. Good offload. Carey. Carey does well and rolls as the 21-year-old just outside the 22. Another advantage. Into the pocket we go.
Too many times down here.
And it's yellow. 10 minutes in the bin. And leaving the field will be Santiago Cerveta.
Number 7. Not like.
Well, no team warning. Just straight to the card. Too many times down here is the call from Angus Gardner. There's no doubt he's off his feet playing the ball on the ground. Professional foul. Probably deserves a yellow, actually. You can understand why he's doing it, slowing down that Welsh attack.
For 65 minutes it's worked. But now down to 14 players. Wales looking to exploit.
No, out 2.
Ball is at the back there with Elliot D.
Out. Good.
The Welsh crowd supporting their charges as D. Just short of the line. And advantage, it's a penalty try. Wales use their pack. And they get an automatic 7 points. 3 tries on the board for the Welsh.
Uruguay man down, couldn't defend the maul legally anyway. Wales had set up a good maul there. The leg drive was solid, the body position good, and there was no chance of stopping them legally. Uruguay obliged and gave away the penalty, and Gus Gardner has gone for under the poles. Just reward, actually. Good forward effort from Wales.
It's a big change in the balance of this match. 7 points and a yellow card against Uruguay. 21 points to 6 right now. Patchell goes again to the left-hand side. Big dummy thrown there from Wyn Jones. 19th cap for him. Attended the same college as Alan Wyn Jones, Land Rovery. Reece Carey. Still looking to spread the field as they started off this game, and Ross Moriarty takes matters in his own hands.
Leave it, boys, you're off
Father
feet.
Paul played for Wales.
Good.
He's also the nephew of former Welsh captain Richard Moriarty. Good hands and also good tackling on this near side. Involved there is Nicolas Freitas. Moriarty again. Shingler. Ball behind Patchell. Goes in to collect this as he's tackled from the side by his opposite number, Burchesi. Wales driven back inside their 22. 13 minutes to go in this final Pool D clash. One more pool game remains. Scotland against Japan. A highly anticipated fixture. This kick
Stop.
straight down
Good.
the throat. And Uruguay can go high. Shingler takes it superbly. Just flings it away though. Beard can't contain. Halfpenny finally has it. Looking to step, there's Watkin. The game loosening up a bit here. Williams. Wales keep the skill alive. Tomas Williams hacks this one downfield. Freitas is there. Nicolas Freitas, clever little kick from Freitas. Oh, what skill! Numbers on the inside. Excellent stuff as they finally hounded down Magno. He had Rodrigo Silva there with them. And it's a penalty to Uruguay. They want a card to the South Americans.
Well, I hate seeing players ask for the card in any sport, but all's fair in love and war. A couple of moments ago, one of the Uruguayans was yellow carded for something very similar. So Vita's in the sin bin.
There's another man there.
And Wales maybe could have had someone in the sin bin there. Oh, this has got the crowd going. This is what we want. Great little chip over the top. The bounce was a little awkward. I think this pass could have gone to the nearer man as opposed to the man on the inside. Good tracking back there and the tackle made on Magno.
Uruguay. Chance now for Los Teros. Juan Echeverria in his first Rugby World Cup. Big ball in midfield. Vilaseka lays it back.
Backwards.
Kessler cleans it up. He's got Adam Beard on him. Kessler just for the stash though.
Leave it, you two, leave it!
Magno. Uruguay. Go to the short channels. Juan Echeverria again. How amazing would it be if they can punch in a try here. Their captain, Gamanara. Oh, a little half gap peeling there.
No hands!
But Mayachea does well. Gamanara again, ducks low. Less than 5 meters away, Uruguay.
Ball's there. Well done.
Pick and go with Manuel Diana. Huge applause, chance for Uruguay. And here comes Kessler.
Okay, ball's there, leave it! Leave it now!
Told to leave it, there is James Davis. Kessler ducks down low.
Advantage, off
their feet. Could be a card coming here.
New advantage.
Uruguay with another advantage.
Offside. Behind the line,
Echeverria.
17.
Now with the Austin elite side out of Texas.
17.
Diving over the line! It's Uruguay! When it comes to messing around, Herman Kessler doesn't.
Oh, it's fantastic. He has been enormous tonight, this fella, Herman Kessler. He's been great in the scrums, worked his socks off in the tight loose. And now he's gone in for a couple of ball carries. The last one is a low one. Smart drive, good explosive leg drive. And over he goes. Brilliant score for Uruguay. Great moment for the South American team.
A player down. They score their first try. The forwards piling in. And Herman Kessler gets his 13th try for Uruguay. But that will be one that he remembers for a very, very long time. 21 points to 11. Conversion attempt from Felipe Berchesi. Plays his rugby in France. Uruguay's record point scorer. He's got 6 points off the boot thus far. In fact, make it 8. It's 21-13, 8 minutes to go, and Uruguay score a classic through Herman Kessler. Look what it means.
Oh, fantastic scenes. Wonderful stuff. That's inspiring.
Silva. A lot of pressure on Rodrigo Silva, so his clearance kick couldn't go as far as he intended. Big 8 minutes left in this game.
What a great moment for Teros. These last 8 minutes in this World Cup, they did it really well, and Kessler was the player who deserved that try.
Absolutely, Santiago Gomez caught up as they tap it down. Wales, though, continue there. Ball on the front foot. Halfpenny just brought down inside the 22. Lee Halfpenny. Tomas Williams. Patchell takes it on himself. Big bump on the fly half. Williams goes to the short side. Gordon almost tackles him. Williams is over! Tomas Williams avoids some Uruguayans and some referees. And he gets the bonus point try for Wales.
Oh, it's an important try. It's not, in the greater context, Wales will finish top of the pool, but it's an important try just to take the game away from Uruguay once again, to inspire this Welsh team. Great little half break from Lee Halfpenny. I thought he was going to go the distance there for a moment. Good cover tackle. Patchell, he's attacked the gain line with a fair bit of gusto from time to time, and then a sniping little scrum half break. And Wales extend that lead and seal this game off
Yeah, good, thank you.
Beautiful little score from Thomas Williams.
Lovely dummy. Made his debut against South Africa and Washington, D.C. in America. Scored after 33 minutes. 2 out of 3 tonight with the boot for Lee Halfpenny.
He's had a good game, though, hasn't he? Brave under the high ball, a couple of good runs. Come more into his own in the latter stages of the second half.
His run set up that try for Williams. Don't forget Uruguay still with a man in the sin bin. Will elapse pretty soon after this. 26-13. Drills it. Does Halfpenny. 28-13 now. 5 to go.
You said it, great break from Lee Halfpenny. Recycled the ball well. Patchell took it to the line, and then, like any good sniping scrum off, Williams was in there. Oh, that's not a great kickoff.
10 metres. Option.
Error there from Felipe Burchesi.
Blue 2. Blue 2.
So Wales go for a scrum. It's a try scorer. Herman Kessler leaves the field.
Here we go, boys, over here.
This is the Welsh side at the start of the game.
Yeah, loads of changes as you'd expect. Whole new front row. 7 and 8. Thomas Williams has come on at 9 and scored a try, and Davies on the wing there. Scrum off, who's flying you straight out wide for the time being. Not too many options available to coach Warren Gatland.
Bind. Set. Steal.
Scrum centre. Williams gets it now. Halfpenny skips through. Oh, it was a nice idea. And Gareth Davis has to go back to collect in his 48th appearance now for the Welsh side.
Thank you.
Bradley Davis worked hard tonight.
Well done.
Patchell
22, just, yep.
goes to Rodriguez Silva. Debuted in
you.
2012, calls a mark.
Just hold, boys. Wait till he moves.
Silva kicks towards the halfway line. Patchell's there. They
Play
go
on,
quickly.
Play on.
It's a different looking Welsh side here in the second 40. Wonderful flick from Patchell. The skills are plenty. Wow. Reese Carre, look at him. A ball on the outside. And the dive. He's just lost the ball. Halamemos. I can bring my voice down. I don't think he has this, but we're going to check.
Oh, was the pass forward as well. What a break.
Seen a grounding?
Yes, definite grounding.
Yep.
But as per the first half, checking his grounding on the whitewash.
And touch as well?
Feet with his touch.
All right, mate. Cool. Okay, Kitty. On-field try. Just check all the touchline pretty much, mate.
Okay, on-field try, checking touch and grounding.
That's a try. I don't know how they could even not see that there's a knock on there and he's lost it forward. I think the final pass was forward as well, by the way.
Knock on.
Well, it's been a start-stop type of game. It's not been fluid. It's been quite difficult to pick a man of the match this evening. A couple of strong performances. Aaron Wainwright was good for Wales in the forwards. Herman Kessler was outstanding in Uruguay's losing cause. The man who's fielded all the hard balls. He's been courageous under those hard balls. He's contested them. He's jumped up. He's put his body on the line. He's made a few sniping breaks. And in the last couple of minutes, Lee Halfpenny's break led to the try of Thomas Williams. He is our MasterCard player of the match. Congratulations, Lee Halfpenny.
Same again, far side. That was good last scrum. PC.
Wonderful player is the fullback, Halfpenny. Kieran Reid won Player of the Year in 2013, but Halfpenny was nominated.
Crouch.
Final few moments of this game. Uruguay back to 15 players on the field.
Good.
It's 4 tries for
leading.
the Welsh team, 1 for Uruguay. They go down the short side, great skill. Levas kicks over the top, trying to catch Wales unawares, but player of the match, Halfpenny, is there. Good skill there from Leandro Levas. Patchell has to dummy. Gavinaro came flooding up, and one Pedro Rombis with a tackle. Short side, Halfpenny. Amos goes back in field. Tomas, what a pass! Oh, just dropped there. Reece Carey. He's the one that had a storming run earlier. Been everywhere as the 132-kilogram youngest player in the squad. What an active ball player. Lee Halfpenny in the thick of things tonight. His 84th cap for Wales. Played in the 2011 Rugby World Cup and now in 2019. Excellent bit of skill as they work a narrow channel. Amos back on the inside. That skill, the catch and pass from Tomas Williams. The Cardiff Blues player was excellent.
TMO's had a look, so it was fine. Here we go.
This Welsh team, they beat Georgia 43-14, Australia 29-25, and Fiji 29-17 in their first 3 pool games.
Let's keep working, boys.
They
Keep
will
the
be
patience.
the only unbeaten team when they
crouch.
Win here at full time.
Bind. Set.
Last moment here in the Rugby World Cup for Uruguay. Big contact on one Manuel cut.
No.
Still there. They look to turn back on the inside. Dia flicks it, one-hand ball.
All right, thanks, mate.
Good skill there to Tomas Inciarte.
Advantage.
He's on the
Tackle
field.
in the air.
Vachesi, the right-footed step. Advantage here as Wyn Jones brings him down.
Yeah. You won. Yeah.
Sniping around, they'll come back to the penalty if nothing comes of this. They pick and go yet again. Tomas Inciarte has injected some real speed into this. Plays with the old Christians club in Montevideo.
No advantage.
Santiago Savetta nowhere through, so just a high hit.
And a tackle in the air before that. Better position.
Uruguay can kick this downfield and attack with a line out. Felipe Berchesi does just that. The crowd applauding for one more score. 28-13. 7-6 at half-time in favour of Wales. They've scored 3 second-half tries. And Uruguay have had a try from Herman Kessler.
What outstanding final from Uruguay. They keep fighting, even they know they can't win this match, but they keep fighting his last minute in this World Cup.
Absolutely right, Santi. The biggest stage
not straight
in World Rugby, and not straight. And Guillermo Bocaras.
No, we can't finish the game on a not straight, boys. Yeah, can't finish the game on a not straight, so it's either your line out or a scrum. Scrum? All right, one last one. Okay.
And Wales will opt for the scrum here. This will be the final moment of the game. Still a couple of smiles and laughs from the players. It's great to see physical, hard contest through 80 minutes.
Juan Echeverria asked for one ball more. That's why maybe he started to smile. Wales don't want to play anymore, but
Wales will turn their attention to the quarterfinals for next weekend. Job done tonight. But Uruguay can hold their heads very high.
I know you want to have a go. Okay, just I know. If you want to have a go, do it when the ball's in. All right.
Angus Gardner from Sydney, Australia. Great words there.
Hey, come on. It's all good. Crouch. Bind. Set. Oh.
Penalty.
Bind
Williams
down.
goes quickly. The crowd in Kumamoto want another score. What a ball over the top. Looking to attack on the outside. They try to cut in. Davis. Patchell Wide ball. Wyn Jones. Reece Patchell again. Well floated ball to Schengler. He's carried well tonight. Turns it back in to Amos. Skips one tackle.
Leave it now, leave it.
Inside the 22.
He's out.
The men in red keep surging forward. Oh, it was a wonderful ball. Knocked on. Uruguay have it. Advantage.
Over.
Here they go with a couple of steps. Nicolas Freitas, one-handed ball. Finds his fly off. Bit of space for Berchesi. Berchesi's still going. And then Hammett.
Advantage.
Halfpenny. Another advantage. The madness continues. Long period of play this. Back and forth from both sides. There's one player down on the ground from Uruguay. So they're down to 14. Wales still keep it alive. Looking to step again, Gareth Davis. Keeps it alive. Intercepted. Juan Echeverria for Uruguay.
Okay, leave it now.
It's a passage of play that won't end. Fighting for possession is James Davis, and he gets a penalty for his side. They've gone quickly. Is there anybody home? Cutting in is Gareth Davis. Davis for the line. Oh, he's busier than Kevin Bacon's acting career. Gareth Davis has taken everybody by surprise. We love you, Gareth Davis, say the fans. What a way to finish for the team that are unbeaten, that are going to the quarterfinals. The fifth try was oh so sweet. Two big right-footed steps. Gareth Davis, his 14th international try, and one in the Rugby World Cup that he will remember, and so will the fans here in Kumamoto. He's smiling all the way as the replacement live wire from the Scarlets gets try number 5.
And what a last play. Yeah? Nobody wants to finish. Many turnovers, and the fresh legs of the number 23, Gareth Davis, put the last number in the score.
And there it is. Wales, the only undefeated team at Rugby World Cup 2019, as they secure top spot in Pool D. They beat Uruguay here by 35-13 in Kumamoto. Very slow start for the Welsh side. They struggled in the first half, only up 7-6, Santi, but turned things around in the second 40.
Yes, it was a slow start, and they changed the decision. For example, Wales started looking for the touchline after a penalty, and in the second half they asked for post, and the way to play from Uruguay, the only way that they had to keep the possession, try to be aggressive with the defense, try to be tidy with the game plan, and Wales try to score some tries and grow as a team, because they need to think in the rest of the tournament.
Well, that's the trick too, is that they were very battered and bruised off the Fijian encounter. They only had 2 backline replacements able to be fielded in the side, and it's going to be very important as this tournament gets on. Of course, the quarterfinals up next. They'll have 7 days rest.
Yes, important to have a long squad, a big squad, because there are many matches in the pool, and they played 4 days ago against Fiji, and it was a very physical game against Fiji, and they arrived to this Sunday with 3 days to rest, and Uruguay, they done nothing to lose, and they put everything, and the garra charrua is the nickname that they call it, the way that they played, like with putting everything in each ball, and that was the match that we saw.
Los Teros, wonderful first 40 minutes. They didn't give up right to the end. The yellow card to Santiago Saveta put them in a bit of trouble. But Herman Kessler scored a wonderful try for the South Americans. But it's 4-0 for Wales under Warren Gatland. They went to World Cup 2011, came 4th. They lost 9-8 to France in the semis, and in 2015 they lost to South Africa 23-19 in the quarterfinals. But Wales know that 2019 could be their year. They're a side that took out Georgia 43-14, Australia 29-25 in a cliffhanger. And that game a few days ago, we mentioned 29-17 against Fiji.
Juan, you look battered and bruised, but I'm sure you're a very proud man tonight.
Yeah, we needed to keep on match, and the yellow card and some mistakes made us get off the match, but it's merit from Wales. They were top 1 this year, so congratulate them. I think we did a very good tournament. We came to this World Cup to be protagonists, and I think we did. So pretty proud of all our boys.
How tough is it playing against Tier 1 nations like Wales?
I think the one-on-ones is not the problem. We need to play more of this type of games. So today we won a lot of minutes under pressure. We value a lot this type of matches, and we need more all the years because they made us grow a lot. So I think World Rugby should give us more of this type of games.
And very lastly, maybe a word for the South American fans and the Japanese people who've come to support you.
Yeah, for the South Americans, I think we made them proud. We keep on getting messages from them. We think we are representing them, so we are very proud of that. To the Japanese people, incredible culture. Thanks a lot. We had a wonderful time, and especially to the people from the Hagibis Typhoon, my thoughts are on all our team. Thoughts are on those people. Keep on fighting, and good luck. Thank you.
Well done, mate.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Beautiful words there from the captain, Juan Gamanada. As you see, both sides thanking the crowds for all their support. Touching words from Gamanara. And again, he's so proud of his Chargers.
Justin, not quite as accurate as you would have liked, but the right result nonetheless.
Yeah, definitely. We made a lot of errors tonight. We left a number of tries out there. I got to give a bit of credit to Uruguay as well. They kept going at us, and we know we got to do a lot better than that. But again, we came away with a bonus point win.
How tough was it playing against that resolute defence?
Yeah, no, like I say, you've got to give Uruguay credit. They didn't stop from the beginning to the end, and you know they're a tough bunch of boys. But we know that we probably left 5 or 6 tries out there as well, so we know we got a lot to work on as well.
Into the quarterfinals now. What's the spirit like in the camp? What's the mood?
No, it's pretty good. Obviously, 4 wins from 4. You know, we've got to be in a good place. Continuing this momentum, continue winning, and we'll be in a good place.
Just maybe a final word for all these Welsh fans who've come out to support you.
No, it would be nice. Obviously, the Welsh fans have been great since we've been here, and they've followed us everywhere, and hopefully we can keep that going.
Well done tonight.
Cheers, thank you. Cheers.
Welsh captain Justin Tipperick, his side will now be in recovery mode as they prepare for the quarterfinals. They will face France. Australia will face England. And of course, don't forget, we have Japan against Scotland later. The big one to finish us off, the 40th pool match in Rugby World Cup 2019.
Esteban, coach of Uruguay, how proud are you right now?
I am very happy. The players, they are empty and they left everything. Our target in the World Cup was shock the world, and we comply with this and shock the world with the play and the evolution in the rugby in Uruguay.
It's been a strong campaign and started brilliantly against Fiji. Was that the best moment?
Yes, the best moment was Fiji, but it's very difficult or very hard for us play in 4 days next, and Australia and Wales, and they are very happy for these players. They left everything.
Well, it was very courageous. Congratulations. Well done. Travel safe.
Thank you, and congratulations for Wales, and good luck.
Los Terras head coach Esteban Meneses, his side victorious against Fiji 30-27 and put on a wonderful display here against the Welsh side in their final outing in Kumamoto. They will exit the World Cup, their 4th ever. Did not qualify for any of the others. They played in 99, 2003 and 2015.
Warren, 4 from 4. I'm sure you're happy with that.
Happy with 4 from 4. Not too happy with some of tonight. You know, we didn't. We were poor at times, not clinical. Too many turnovers in that first half, and probably blew about 4 or 5 chances. But the boys showed a little bit of character. And second half, we spoke about being a bit more direct. You're probably trying to play a bit too much rugby. They're a tough outfit to put away. You know, they're tenacious. They make the tackles, and they're a tidy little side. So we probably didn't respect the ball enough. A lot of turnovers, and then like the second half when we started being a bit more direct and earning the right to play, we were a bit better.
13 changes today, and obviously more changes to come next week. How is the squad?
Yeah, we've pleasing with hopefully everyone will be fit and available for next week. So nothing looks serious from tonight. We had a couple of guys who are pretty sore after the Fiji game, 2 or 3 of them, but they should be back training in a couple of days. So we should have a full complement to be able to choose from. So that's pleasing. So it looks like France next week. It's old rivals, so something to really look forward to.
I think we're all looking forward to it. Well done today.
Cheers, thanks, Joel. Cheers, thank you. Nice to see you.
Old rivals indeed. Those fans will be there in Oita Stadium, October 20th, the quarterfinals against France. The Welsh side looking very strong and powerful, and superbly supported by local fans, and of course fans traveling from the United Kingdom.
Lee Halfpenny, you're our MasterCard player of the match today. How tough were the conditions out there, particularly for a fullback jumping and catching some of those hard balls?
Yeah, no, it was a tough match. We knew Uruguay were going to be a tough test, and credit to them, they brought it to us tonight. And yeah, we just kind of just got a bit loose at times. Didn't keep hold of the ball, but once we kept ball, we put them under pressure, and eventually, we converted that pressure into points. Then.
What did you say at half time? Only 7-6.
Yeah, I think the message was that let's look after the ball. Let's not panic. We felt in control. Just we're spilling the ball. Once we kept hold of the ball, then second half we played pressure and converted into points. Then.
Super. Well, Lee, you are our MasterCard player of the match. Congratulations, great performance into the quarterfinals.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Support there for Lee Halfpenny. The fullback was outstanding tonight. His side had 69% possession and ball in hand. They were excellent. Uruguay had to make 200 tackles in this game to 94 to the Welsh side. And in the end, you're only going to leak tries with minimal possession. We'll take a look now at the full-time stats. And they had plenty of line-out possession. Although Uruguay dominated at scrum time, there were a lot of handling errors in this match. But the Welsh side, again, with that possession, you can see 188 carries to 81. Very impressive.
Yes, it was a very tough match. We watched it in the first half even, and the second half maybe the Wales find more space, but they did it very, very good all the match for Uruguay.
71% territory as well for the Welsh team. Value for their victory. Tonight at Kumamoto Stadium, Wales had the chance to top Pool D ahead of the Rugby World Cup 2019 quarterfinals, while Uruguay was saying their farewell to this magical event. And it was the Welsh team, the men in red, that piled through with their big, heavy forwards, doing all the hard yards. And finally, Nicky Smith, the man from the Ospreys, had a chance to snap over for the first score in the game at minute 16, putting his side up 7 points to nothing. Uruguay would respond with a couple of penalties, 7-6, and then burrowing through just short of the line there was the big tower, Bradley Davis. But there were always going to be numbers out wide, particularly with a yellow card to Santiago Sabetta. And eventually, Patchell over the top, found space and found Josh Adams. He got try number 2, putting the side up 14 points to 6. Uruguay, they had their moment in the sun. It was Herman Kessler. Scored an excellent forwards try, making it 21-13 after a penalty try by the Welsh side. Thomas Williams was excellent when he came on. And then Halfpenny, our player of the match, in open space, dragged down inside the 22. Williams found Patchell. The fly-off had a crack himself. Opened up some space for the replacement halfback, Thomas Williams, that got try number 4 on the bonus point. His side up 28-13. And then finally, Gareth Davis caught everybody unawares, including the whole Uruguayan side. 2 of them burnt around like toast. And Davis scored at minute 84. The exclamation point, their victory, 35-13. Well earned here for the Welsh team.